Hello everyone, I'm Isan. In this video, we'll unboxing Samsung M51. We've just pre-ordered this package in an online marketplace about a week ago, and now it's just arrived. And let's unbox this package in this video. Okay, now let's see what inside this box and what are the specifications and features of the Samsung M51. First, let's open this box. And here it is, there is a Samsung Galaxy M51 and the Samsung Galaxy Buds Plus. This is a pre-order bonus because we bought it on pre-order. So we got a Samsung Galaxy Buds Plus and a Samsung Galaxy M51. And here are the whole contents inside this box. We got a Galaxy M51 and a Samsung Galaxy Buds Plus. So the price when we pre-order these two items is only 5.5 million rupiah. And for Samsung Galaxy M51 itself, later we will see the price without this bonus. For the normal price, we see maybe around 5 million rupiah or maybe around 5 million rupiah. For this one, it costs 5.5 million, and this is possible if we sell it separately, we can get around 1.5 million. So this smartphone only costs around 4 million rupiah if you can get it during pre-order time. Okay, now let's just open the contents of this Samsung Galaxy M51 package. Let's see what are the contents of this Samsung Galaxy M51 package. And here it is, there are serial number and a smartphone itself. This one is the white variant. The color looks like Samsung Galaxy A51 and A71. For the first impression, when holding this phone, you will definitely feel that this phone is a bit heavier because the battery capacity is very big on this phone. Let's put aside the smartphone first and see what are other contents inside this box. The contents of this package is a charger adapter, and the unique thing is that this is the latest version of charger adapter for Samsung. The charger is already Type-C to Type-C. So the cable is already Type-C to Type-C. This is the same as yesterday's latest flagship series such as the S series and the latest Note 20 series. Maybe this is what differentiated from Samsung Galaxy A51. Here the maximum adapter output is 25 watts. It's already good enough for the M series that comes with a 25 watt adapter inside this box. Next, let's see if there is a case inside this package. Usually there is no case for M series. In this box we only got 2 manual books and there is no case whatsoever inside this package. In this package we only got a manual book and SIM tray ejector here. And we got a phone, Samsung Galaxy Buds Plus, adapter and cable, and also SIM tray ejector. And that's all the contents of the Samsung Galaxy M51 package. And now let's focus on the smartphone. For Samsung M51, the excellent feature is 7000 mAh battery. The rest, the design looks quite similar to previous series such as the A series like A51 and A71. And maybe this is specifically designed for you who are looking for a super large battery with a design that is also quite attractive. It looks a bit thick compared to the previous A series, and the weight is also quite heavy. It weighs almost the same as Note 20 Ultra. It is above 200 grams. The design looks quite solid and looks sturdy. The fingerprint position is on the right side of the smartphone. For the SIM tray, there is a dedicated slot for microSD, and there is also dual SIM card slot. So you can use dual SIM and a microSD card on this phone. Now let's turn on the smartphone and set up the smartphone first. Let's try to register the fingerprint. And now it's done. Let's add it one more time to make it more accurate. And now let's keep some of the first initial setup. And now this setup is complete, and this is what Samsung M51 looks like when you first turn on the smartphone. The bezel looks quite thin and quite symmetrical between the top and the bottom bezel. The left and the right bezel is also pretty thin. For a smartphone with a 7000 mAh battery, it doesn't look too thick either. But when compared to the usual 4000 mAh battery smartphone, it does look a little bit thicker. But with such a large battery, it looks like it's worth it, and it's still quite usable for daily usage. especially if you think that this phone has a 7000 mAh battery. So you can use your smartphone for a longer time without having to charge your smartphone every single day. The camera application on this smartphone support the single take feature. Here there is also a macro mode. There are 4 lenses on the Samsung M51. There is a 64 megapixel f1.8 and for ultra-wide lens 12 megapixel f2.2, and for macro lens and depth sensor lens there is a 5 megapixel sensor. So this smartphone is also available with macro feature. So you can photograph an object closer by using this 5 megapixel camera. Then there is also a single take mode here. So the M51 series already supports single take feature. There is also a night mode here. There is a pro mode but only for photos. And for slow motion there is also a super slow motion feature. So you can record slow motion videos with this smartphone camera. You can also edit this super slow motion video like this for forward, reverse, and also forward and reverse. It's the latest feature that we have discussed on our latest video. If you haven't watched it yet, you can check out the video here. Then for the M series, we'll see whether Samsung M51 already comes with One UI or One UI Core. Here let's have a look at About Phone and take a look at software information. This phone comes with One UI Core 2.1 and the Android version is already Android 10. For the core version, this is a bit different because there are several features that One UI Core doesn't have compared to the usual One UI version. For all M series so far still using One UI Core. For A series, they already use the usual One UI, except for entry-level A series. In the camera setting, we will see what we have in video recording mode. For video recording mode, there is a feature to record up to 4K resolution. So you can record videos up to 4K because the camera resolution on this phone is 64 megapixel. Then here the default can only record at 30 frames per second. So you can record up to 60 frames per second or 24 frames per second. Then for the front camera, it can also record up to 4K with 30 frames per second. The front camera of this phone is 32 megapixel with f2.0. The fingerprint on this smartphone is on the side and the volume button as well. The SIM tray is on the left side with support dual SIM and a dedicated micro SD card slot. At the bottom there is a USB Type-C, there is a 3.5mm audio jack and a speaker. The speaker on this smartphone is mono, so there is only one speaker at the bottom of this phone. Then now let's check out what are the specs of this phone. For the system, you can see that this smartphone uses Snapdragon 730 and Samsung M51 series come with Super AMOLED display. The screen size is 6.3 inches for a screen-to-body ratio XD 6.7%. The screen resolution is 1080 by 2400 pixels and 20 by 9 aspect ratio. And the pixel density is 393 ppi. The front glass protection uses Gorilla Glass 3 and the battery of this phone looks pretty big, 7000 mAh battery. For the rear camera, it's used Sony IMX682 sensor and the front camera uses Sony IMX616 sensor. Here for the secondary rear camera also comes with Sony sensor. And now let's check out the sensors that are available on the smartphone from the sensor box application. You can see that almost all of the sensors are available on the smartphone. Only the temperature and pressure sensors that are missing. If you have questions about this smartphone, you can immediately ask in the comment section down below. On the next video, we'll also talk about the review of Samsung M51. So make sure you have subscribed to this channel. If you have questions, just write it down on the comment section or you can also ask directly on our Telegram group at the following link. You can also click the link directly on the description of this video. You can also ask directly on our Instagram account @Santertainment. See you in the next video.